Oof. Well, that's that Aeon card right there. It came in early. This is what, like 2 o'clock. It came in super early, super early. But then again, I was being advised to trade around that uh, 2 to 3 o'clock hour, right? And so there should be a decline through multiple support levels after this. This is clearly the Aeon card. We push the upper end of a range much higher. And then we should have like, I think probably continued movement here. Either we open lower and then move back to the same highs, or we go higher tomorrow. There's a breakout here midday. I was really expecting that move way later, though. My gosh. Actually, matter of fact, if we come all the way back down to this price level, that would really fulfill the change card, which is equal amounts of bulls and bear inflow and outflow. In which case, this decline is the opportunity to open up a long position before we move higher. I would wait to see if we end up lower, like around these price levels, because it could be that we're still in the change card energy. I kind of have a feeling like that's actually what's happening. So if you're just hopping on, what I was saying is that this Aeon card, I was expecting it much later, like in the like around the close or in the post market, but it came in way early. It came in like way early. But this is clearly the Aeon card move right here. After a trough, um, the other possibility is that that we're still in the change card, and that we come all the way back down to these price levels. If we're still in the change card, it's equal amounts of bulls and bears, inflow and outflow. So we would see a return all the way back down. It could easily be the change card, especially because we're advised to trade around the change card. And then in that case, this decline, if we do reach these price levels again down here, the decline would be the offer opportunity to open up a long position before we have another big move higher overnight, or in the maybe even at the close. But that all depends. If we fall all the way back down, then we're at change card. If we don't fall all the way back down, I'd say we probably just hit Aeon. Kind of hard to say. We're in between the two kind of areas there. And so tomorrow we should revisit a crest that was recently a past opportunity. It could be that tomorrow we revisit this crest up here. He's such a baby. He's like literally sleeping in my arm. He's such a good boy, Hermes. Everybody loves you. Hey, B. Will Netflix hit 460 by end of the week? Come over here, Hermes. Come over here. You want to sleep? Go over here. Huh? You want to stay where you are? Nice move. So that's that move right there on the cusp of the 13th, 14th to the upside. So we should see a pretty sharp drop tomorrow off of a crest. I think probably these same highs. Do we hit 460 by the end of this week? I got a no for that. Not by the end of the week. How about by next week? I got a yes for next week. Probably there on the 18th. Hey, Sudeep Rosser, welcome. Oh, you like my pup? Yeah, he's a good boy. You're a good boy, Hermes. You're so popular. Can you ask about the cards if there is a full retracement today? By that, I presume you're talking about SPY. I got a yes for that. Although, man, it would have to be quick. I would be looking for opportunities to get in long. If we come back down to these price levels here, I'd hop in. And you can see how the Ace of Swords price level that I marked off earlier today was a price level that you could trade both directions around, right? First off of it to the downside, and then a reversal, and you could have exited there or you would have left a lot on the table. But the fact is that that's what the Ace of Swords price level is like. We even saw it earlier in the day, so you could say the same thing about it there. The 2024 gold reading is coming out sometime this week. It was luck. I also did a 10-year reading for gold. That's coming out this week as well. I got yes for 3K. As far as when, just check out the 2024 reading. It's literally coming out in like a day or two. Will USO reverse in 2024? If so, when? Did I do USO? I think I did. I started it anyways. Oops. I have to do the markup for this to really get any clear information. But there's a high, looking at it right now, there's a high in the cusp of January, February. There's another high around April, May. Possibly another one or the same one in June. That's what I see without the markup. And it's price swingy throughout the year, which is very much what most of the 2024 readings look like. We go back and forth between highs and lows throughout the year, moving sideways. Oh, and my gosh, there's also a notable high here in March. Probably, if there had to be one place where we had a highest high, it will probably be March. So as far as reversing, it's going to reverse multiple times in 2024. IWM had a big move up. Will that retrace this week or next week? So was the Fed's, did the Fed not raise rates or something? I feel like this is a crazy move to the upside here. And like I said, you want to be in a bullish position going into tomorrow. IWM. It's kind of unclear. Man, I'm getting some unclear. I need to go to a trip in the woods somewhere and get some green energy back. I see a lot of volatility back and forth. So we probably do like a retracement in both directions multiple times. I see it over the next week and a half. Yeah, actually, I was just working on that right before this, the XDC reading, right before this live. I actually was editing. So when I get off this live, come on, Siri, why do you do that to me? It's so annoying. And it's only while I'm on my live. It happens every time I'm on my live, no matter what. When I'm recording, never happens. Only when I'm on my live does Siri like to pop on when I don't say her name. Notice how I just said her name? She did nothing. She hates me. So in any case, XDC, yeah, that'll be out tonight. I'm just finishing up the editing. And when I get back from the dog park, I'll finish that up. Thank you so much, Alistair, Ryan. Appreciate the support. Long-term levels on crypto taking profits. So by that, are you asking when is a good time, a good long-term location or time frame to take profits on general crypto? So far, Bitcoin outperforms a lot of the altcoins this year that I've done comparisons for. I mean, for crypto long term, for Bitcoin, anyways, I would want to stay in Bitcoin until probably 2028. There's going to be like a downturn somewhere around the cusp of 24, 25, a brief peak that's easily missed that will be below 65K. And then there's buy opportunity in 2026 again. But I would say like the big move, I'd probably want to exit in 2028 or 2029, or like 2028 or early in 2029. Well, and around 2028, and you have to give it plus or minus one year of wiggle room here. So following the pattern of events, right? So in other words, what we're seeing right now is the Prince of Wands here in action. It's a rally that increases with momentum moving forward in time, right? And that'll turn into a decline that ends with a fast sudden move higher, and that fast sudden move higher is what takes us to the peak somewhere around the cusp of 2024, 2025. So you could get out around there, or we go higher into 2028. That's at least Bitcoin. Yeah, interesting. That's what when I saw the move, I was like, ah, I bet you they didn't raise rates. Like I said, I'm not right all the time, guys. It's important. It's important that that I point it out when when something doesn't go as planned, because it's really easy to just think like, oh, you're always right. Let me bet the house on this, and like people who do that regret it, and then they take it out on me, even though I tell them never do that. Never bet everything on one trade ever. Ever, 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 ever. That's defensive living. Hey, hey, proof. Oh, that's 2024. Man, I have such an itchy throat right now. All right, so why would you think that the Bitcoin low on a 1 year scale was today? I don't know why you would think that, proof. There's nothing that says that. We have a high in Bitcoin in 2024 in December, not a low. And then Ethereum 13th, 14th. Okay, so here's the that trough here. It's here. It's the 13th, and then there's also a peak here on the 13th. You can see we went from a trough back to a peak. Tomorrow we'll probably have another trough. It's gonna be like kind of back and forth throughout the. Come on, Siri. Seriously? So annoying. But it's kind of like back and forth. Um, so this Princess of Discs was opportunity to cash out of a short. It looks like we have trough tomorrow, trade opportunity tomorrow. So we might revisit that low again tomorrow, since there's trade opportunity there as well. And we have a lot of bearish energy for tomorrow, like stacking on top of itself. So we probably go lower tomorrow, and then there's a trough here towards the end of the day on a 1 month kind of scale. Probably revisiting these price levels here. Then a big move higher on the 15th out of oversold territory. Some sort of fake out there on the 16th. Why is this not marked? I don't understand how when I do the readings, I mark it up so that I don't have to waste time like looking to see what day is what. So how I did this reading without it being marked up, like, it's just strange to me. Um, I'll do it later. Yeah, Alistair, I felt the same. Like when I first saw the results of the readings, I was really expecting Bitcoin to go much higher in 2024. It's still going to see good, like all highs, but just not as high as I expected. Does BTC outperform Ethereum this season? I answer that in the paid version of Ethereum. Oh, for the season? Let me see. I think Ethereum might have been one of the few that outperforms Bitcoin. Let me just in 2024 anyways. I got to know it doesn't outperform Bitcoin. Sorry, let me do that question again. I might have asked it backwards. Bitcoin outperforms Ethereum this season, yes. Will UPST continue to rally the rest of the week? I got a yes. Bumping along resistance, maybe breaking through and continuing to bump along resistance. Will EQX be more bullish or bearish next year? If bullish, when might be highest? EQX. What will be the overall trend direction of EQX throughout 2024? Decline that offers opportunity to open up a long position, close short position. So when you see the Princess of Cups as like overall theme, it can indicate just straight decline, in which case it would precede like the next, if this represented a year of time and it was straight decline, it would precede a rally in the following 1 year period. Or the other thing is that it could indicate a decline and a rally out of that decline within the same time frame. Princess of Cups. So look for decline as opportunity. You're welcome, Proof. If Ace of Swords is revisited tomorrow, that means we should have a short for SPY. Um, I don't think Ace of Swords is revisited tomorrow based on the move that we see here. I was expecting this move. I was not expecting a move anywhere near this big. I mean, this is the type of move that's an Aeon card move, but I just was not expecting it. I was expecting the opposite direction, which happens occasionally, guys, you know. So, I wouldn't count on it revisiting Ace of Swords tomorrow based on how much it's moved to the upside. We're probably going to revisit these price levels up here in the morning. And then maybe even break out through them before we have like a trough midday. Okay, so this was clearly the Aeon and not the change card, and what we're seeing now. Oh my god, I have such allergies, guys. I'm sorry. Um, what we're seeing now is kind of what you see with the debak card decline is that you have this decline to and through support, meet a second support, and then you bounce around that support for a bit before breaking down through more supports. So that's what we should expect probably into the next few minutes of the day. And then it's going to be pretty erratic back and forth, but around these price levels, the Five of Cups and the Six of Cups have very, very similar. They're very, very similar energetically speaking. They correspond. They correspond to each other. I'm about to sneeze. Sorry, guys. So we're probably around the same price level and revisit the crest that we fell off from here. There should be like a high by 10 to 11 o'clock, and then like price swings back and forth, back and forth. We should see a high and a low there, and probably within like the 11 to 1 o'clock hour, and then again a high and a low at the end of the day. But if I had to choose between one or the other as far as overall direction, I would want to go bullish tomorrow. We're on track as far as the sequence of events on the 1 month. This is Netflix. With the Lust card that takes place on the 15th, we have it at the end of the day on the 14th, which is like, borderline 15th. So we're on track as far as sequence of events. We have the Ace of Wands after the Lust card, and you could see Ace of Wands appears on the 15th, the day after the Lust card appears. So you can see how the sequence of events, even if the timing's off a little bit, sequence of events remains accurate. And that's why it's so powerful to combine a 1 month with dailies, because you can see where the cross-rating congruencies are, and it helps you to stay on track on the 1 month time frames. I'm gonna roll, guys. I would want to be in a long position. I'd be looking for any decline here to open up a long position. That was probably the opportunity there, but any decline here, I would want to open up a long position. And then I'd want to close out of that. If I was going to do like a quick trade, then first thing in the morning in the midst of that erratic behavior, when we revisit probably this crest or this crest, one of these two crests right here, we probably revisit. I would close out in a long position at that for a quick overnight swing trade. Or you could risk it and hold it longer to midday, where we might have a breakout through these price levels. And with that said, guys, I'm going to roll. Thank you so much for watching. As always, make sure to follow the rule of karma. You know where to go. And if you don't, you go here. Where is my website? You go to the resources tab of our website, Tarot for Traders. Right here, where all angel investors of the channel are donating 5% of the profits that they make from this information forward to one of these charities, and 5% of the profits back to the channel at one of these links, leaving them with 90%. Angel investors are spending that 90% out of love. As long as you do that, my friends, you follow those rules, you're an angel investor of the channel. The universe is going to send it back to you tenfold for following through. Blessings to all my angel investors. I'll see you guys tomorrow.